Booking a U.S. visa appointment in 2026 looks simple. Complete the DS-160, pay the fee, choose a date. But there is now an important step before all of that. You need to make sure you are applying at the correct U.S. embassy or consulate. Choose the wrong place, and you could face longer waits, problems qualifying there, and a visa fee that cannot simply be transferred somewhere else. So let's walk through the process correctly from the beginning. First, one important distinction. This guide is mainly for people applying for U.S. non-immigrant visas: tourists, business visitors, students, exchange visitors, temporary workers, and similar categories. If you are applying for an immigrant visa through the National Visa Center, your interview scheduling process is different. For most non-immigrant applicants, however, you are responsible for completing the DS-160 and following the appointment instructions for the embassy or consulate where you will apply. Step 1 is choosing where you will apply. Under the State Department's current 2026 instructions, non-immigrant visa applicants should schedule their interview in their country of nationality or residence. If you are applying based on residence, you may need to demonstrate that you actually live there. And if routine U.S. visa operations are not available in your country, the State Department may designate another post. This matters even more in 2026 because some visa services have been moved to designated regional hubs. For example, routine services at a number of African posts were realigned on August 1st. So do not assume that the nearest U.S. embassy is automatically where you should pay and book. Before paying anything, there is another useful check. The Department of State publishes global visa wait times by embassy or consulate and by visa category. The table can show the estimated next available appointment for visitor, student, and petition-based visas, but treat those numbers as estimates, not promises. Appointment availability changes. The State Department says embassies and consulates regularly release additional appointment slots. Wait time does not mean a guaranteed date. Next comes Form DS-160. Complete it carefully and truthfully, submit it electronically, and save the confirmation page with the barcode. You do not need to print the entire DS-160 for the interview, but you should keep the barcode confirmation page. Each person generally needs their own application. This includes family members, and take the information seriously. An appointment booking will not repair an inaccurate DS-160. Your application information ultimately becomes part of what the consular officer reviews. Save your DS-160 barcode page. Now comes one of the easiest places to make a mistake. There is no single appointment website that every country uses in exactly the same way. Start from the official U.S. Embassy or consulate page for the country where you are applying. Then follow that page's instructions and appointment link. The official government page may send you to an authorized contractor's scheduling system. That is normal. What you should not do is Google a portal name, click the first advertisement, and hand over your passport information and money to a site simply because it looks official. Inside the appointment system, you will normally create an applicant profile and enter information such as your passport details, visa category, and DS-160 confirmation number. The exact screens vary by country, so follow the instructions shown for your post. Then comes the visa application fee. For many common non-petition-based visas, including B visitor visas and FM and most J applications, the current application fee is $185 US. Petition-based categories such as H, L, O, P, Q, and R are currently $205. E-visas are $315, and K-visas are $265. There are exceptions, so always confirm the fee for your visa category before paying. And remember, the application fee is generally non-refundable. That is another reason to confirm the correct visa category and processing location before you pay. Be absolutely sure. Once your local appointment system confirms or activates your payment, follow the instructions to schedule the appropriate appointment. Choose an available date and time. Save your appointment confirmation. Depending on the country and visa category, there may also be a separate biometrics or document appointment. Do not assume another country's YouTube tutorial will show exactly the same screens as yours. The local embassy instructions are the controlling guide. Some applicants may be wondering about interview waiver. Since October 2025, most non-immigrant visa applicants generally require an in-person interview. There are limited exceptions. For example, certain applicants renewing a full validity B1, B2, or B1/B2 visa within 12 months of expiration may be eligible. But eligibility for a waiver does not guarantee that the interview will actually be waived. A consular officer can still require an interview. So if your local system routes you into an interview waiver process, follow that post's document submission instructions instead of trying to force book a regular interview. Now, the problem millions of applicants worry about: what if the only appointment you see is months away? Do not automatically assume the date is permanent. The State Department says embassies and consulates release additional appointments regularly. Once scheduled, you can monitor the system and move to an earlier date if one appears. The exact rescheduling rules and limits can vary by post, so use the instructions inside your own appointment system. New dates are possible. If you genuinely have urgent travel, some embassies allow qualifying applicants to request an emergency appointment according to local rules. And there is a new option. The State Department is currently testing a paid expedited appointment program at participating locations through December 31, 2026. For eligible B visa applicants, the cost is $750. It can provide an interview within 10 business days, subject to availability. But there are catches. You must first pay the normal MRV fee and have a regular future appointment. The paid option only appears where the pilot is available. The $750 fee is non-refundable. The expedited appointment cannot be rescheduled. And most importantly, paying for an earlier interview does not improve your chances of visa approval. It is only about the timing of the interview. Paying for speed does not buy a visa. The decision process remains the same based on your qualifications and interview. So before you finish, remember these 5 mistakes. Number 1, paying before confirming the correct embassy or processing post. Number 2, using a random appointment website instead of the official link. Number 3, choosing the wrong visa category just because the fee looks similar. Number 4, assuming the first appointment date will never change. And number 5, paying an agent who claims they can guarantee a visa or a special slot. An appointment is only an appointment. It is not a visa decision. Keep your focus on the facts and the official process. So, the correct 2026 workflow is: choose the correct U.S. embassy or processing post. Check the current wait time. Complete and save your DS-160 confirmation. Enter the appointment system through official instructions. Create your profile carefully. Pay the correct visa fee. Book the available appointment and save your confirmation. And if the date is too far away, monitor the system for earlier availability or use a legitimate expedited option if you qualify. That process will not guarantee approval, but it will stop you from losing time and money because you started in the wrong place. Follow the rules and good luck with your application. In the next Visa Dispatch Guide, we're going deeper into what happens after your visa fee is paid, including payment activation and appointment booking, and what to do if the system still will not let you schedule. Subscribe to Visa Dispatch if you want the process explained without the guesswork. Visa Dispatch, reliable information for your global journey. See you in the next guide.